Hi FFTGA, thanks for programming the world's best film. In making this film, I was inspired to talk to a broad cross-section of individuals from around the world, everyone from an old man to a small child, about what it means to pursue your passions. I wanted to unite people on this idea of striving to be the world's best. But what does that actually mean? What does it actually mean to be the world's best? You see it everywhere. You see this idea of the world's best on billboards, advertisements, newspapers. I was really interested in what would happen if you encouraged someone to say, hey, today you're the world's best, and see how they react. The main challenge of making this film is it was largely a quest I went on by myself for about 5 years. There's been several years now of marketing the film and getting it in front of people like yourselves. And I did have a broad array of individuals around the world who I'm truly indebted to. But for the most part, the journey's been a lone one. That was really, really challenging. The other obstacle is obviously the world we now find ourselves in this global pandemic. And there are moments where you really question everything you've done. And I think it's important that, the film comes out in a time like it is now, that in some ways it's become more relevant because of what everyone's gone through around the world, because everyone's questioning what they're doing with their time. And I think it's important to highlight that the film you're about to see is what I made after the world told me to stop, stay inside, and do nothing before the pandemic. And that was a really big obstacle that I had to face. And I think it's important for people to know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and there is something that is going to come for you that's quite good. And that's something to look forward to. A photography mentor of mine, before he passed away, told his son and myself and several others, don't wait. He said, don't wait to do the things you want to do. Don't wait to write your thesis. Don't wait to follow your dream. And in some ways, I had been waiting my whole life to make a feature film, to make the world's best film that as a kid I dreamed of making. And suddenly you kind of have to question, nobody's over tomorrow, and your days might be numbered. And in that moment, I realized I shouldn't wait either. And I basically gathered what resources I could and saw what I had access to, and I set off around the world to make the world's best film that I could. And I kind of owed it to that little kid inside me that really wanted to make that dream happen, to follow through and give it my best shot. And I think it's important for people who watch this film that they know that they don't have to be the Guinness World Records best at whatever they're trying to do. It's enough that they're just doing the things they love and following their dreams. So I really hope that people enjoy the film and it resonates with them. And I actually can't wait to hear from you guys about what you might think you might be the world's best at.